Hello and welcome back to Mayfair Prestige. Today we're going to do some really cool reaction videos because I really like doing them. They're easy to film. I can sit here at my office on this really crappy desk they've given me behind some really nice cars. And I want to say I ripped this video off from Nico Leonard, so f*** you Nico. I'm going to rip your videos off because it's easier than me thinking of my own content. I just watch yours, copy it and do what your car says about you as opposed to what your watch says about you. So let's get into the video and I'll give you some reactions about what your car says about you. It's a Mini Cooper JCW convertible. Now, that don't say much about you. It kind of says you don't really know what car to buy and you just bought a Mini. Minis are cool, but they're a bit boring. And they're bloody expensive for what they are. I mean, have you seen the price of a Mini? I mean, they are really, I mean, for a small car, I mean, they're cool to drive. I've driven a Mini, but it don't say much about you. I mean, it just says you kind of want to bowl around the city in a small car. You don't like spending money on petrol. And obviously, you want the roof down. Don't know what more I can really say about a Mini and what it says about you. Apart from, yeah, a bit boring choice.
It's actually a toggle switch. You can view something called the openometer. That tells you how many hours you've driven around with the roof down. Here around the screen we have this weird light ring. It changes when you turn up the volume.
They've also given me an American video, and the guy's really annoying, whoever did this video. It's got a light ring and how many hours you drive the car. I mean, what difference you want to know how many hours you drive the car with the roof down? Especially in the UK. I mean, how many hours can... You're probably going to get 6 hours a year where you can put the roof down. It's cold. Here goes. Next video. A Lamborghini Huracan STO.
STO. Super Trofeo Omologato. Let's fire it up.
Huracan's a nice car, but there's been so many variants. I don't know what it really says about you. I mean, I'm not a big Lambo fan, as I've said this many times. The Huracan actually isn't a bad car, and I've driven many Huracans, although I haven't driven the STO. I mean, they made the Performante, then they made the LP582, the 610-4, then they made, so many, I can't even count. I mean, what this car says about you is you really love Lamborghini, and you love to spend a lot of money on basically a little Lamborghini. I mean, for that kind of money, I don't know, maybe I'd buy the Aventador. It's a bit more of a statement.
STO drives a 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10, 630 horsepower in the STO, and 471 pound-feet of torque. Let's pause here. And dual launch control. ESC off. That's all you need.
I mean, generally Lamborghinis, what do they say about you? You can't drive, because if you could drive, you wouldn't buy a Lambo. It says that you kind of want to be seen. You're not really interested in what car you buy. You just want people to look at you. So you kind of buy Lamborghinis for other people. I don't think people buy Lamborghinis for themselves, because you really want to be seen. And I think that's why a lot of people buy Lamborghinis. Because if you're going to buy a car to drive, you buy a Porsche, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know how much an STO is, but it's probably about $250 upwards. So for that kind of money, you get a decent 911 GT3 or something, which I'd much rather have, because you buy that for yourself, whereas this you're buying because you just want people to look at you.
And foot on the brake. And thrust mode. Let go.
Makes a great noise, though. Sounds fantastic. But I have to say, it's a great looking car. I wouldn't buy one because, like I've said in the previous videos, I basically can't fit in one. You've really got to be small to get in one of these Huracans. So, yeah, it's a good car if you're short and you can't drive.
Hey crew, I have the key.
They've done it to me again. I mean, I don't know why they're trolling me. I think my production team and cameraman team are trolling me. They give me another Lamb. What is it? Just because I said I don't like Lamborghinis, they're just going to keep giving me Lamborghinis. They're giving me a Lamborghini Aventador Ultimae, which must mean the last Aventador that they're going to make, because again, they've made a lot of Aventadors.
Lamborghini Aventador model being produced. It's called the LP780-4 Ultimae. With trepidation, I say, let's fire it up.
Look, the Aventador looks great, sounds great, doesn't drive too great, and what does it say about you? You really like to be seen. You really need a car to impress people. If you like driving again, would I get a Lamborghini Aventador? I don't think that. The new ones are better with the rear wheel steering. So yeah, maybe they do drive better than the original Lambo Aventadors. But again, they made so many. I mean, you got the SVJ, the SV, I mean, they made so many editions that I get confused. But yeah, they're nice. I mean, look, they're great to look at, I have to say. Nothing looks better than a Lamborghini. They are great.
To start, we are going to be in Strada drive mode. So let's do a 0 to 60 test in the Aventador Ultimae. Here we go.
Sounds amazing. That V12. Oof. Love a V12.
Wow! Holy cow! So much more brutal than I anticipated. Good heavens. Was that ferocious?
It's a great car. Would I have it? No. They do look great though, so I can't knock it too much.
What is up, guys? Right behind me is the Porsche 911 Turbo S, and I want to know if you would choose this over a Lamborghini.
Okay, 911 Turbo S. Now this is an overall, like I've said many times, pound for pound, best car in the world. Doesn't get much better. Price point for what you're getting is amazing. Speed is incredible. It really says you enjoy your car, you want to stay low key, but if anyone does test you at the lights, you're going to leave them standing. Porsches just are the best. Now, the Porsche world's a funny world because really, when you're dealing in Porsches, the Turbo S and the GT products are the ultimate cars to buy. Anything less than a Turbo S or a GT, like just a standard Carrera, I'll be honest, they are a little bit boring. But when you're dealing in things like this, the Turbo S is, wow, this is one amazing car.
Don't get it confused. This Turbo S is just as much of a supercar as a Huracan. If I slide my hand like this, that's going to open my front trunk just like you have in a Huracan. Behind these wheels, you have 16.5-inch 10-piston brakes, which means your brakes are literally over a foot wide. That's because on the other side of this air intake, you have a 6-cylinder. But this flat 6 has 2 turbos mounted to it. It makes the same horsepower as a Huracan, has a higher top speed, and it actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Porsches don't generally sound great. They're not going to be like an Aventador with those pops and bangs. You can put aftermarket exhaust on them when they sound better. But what's it say about you? You really like cars, and you bought a car for yourself because you wanted a car you can use every day. They're just great overall cars. I mean, I've sold so many 911 Turbo S's that they're
Inside,
just,
you can delete your
the
rear
991,
seats,
the 992,
your Porsche
just all
logo
perfect.
right at the top. You have carbon fiber, a touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have a clock that actually doubles as a stopwatch, and you have thinner
clock
glass
that
to
double,
save
you mean
weight
sports
and less
chrome.
weight. Means better performance.
And it's four-wheel drive, like that. Says that you really like cars. Cayman GTS 718. The Cayman is a great car, but unfortunately it kind of says a little bit like you couldn't afford the 911, so you bought the Cayman. But if you know, you know, and actually the Cayman probably in many ways is a better driving car than the 911 because the engine's in the middle of the car, so it gives better weight, whereas the 911, the engine's hanging out the back, so balance is not the best. So in terms of balance, the Cayman is such a great car. Sounds good as well. I'd rather this was a new Cayman GT3, or the GT4, sorry, RS, but hey ho. It's a great car. I've driven many Caymans. I've never got in a Cayman, didn't like it. But unfortunately, it sits below the 911. Some people are going to look at you and thought you couldn't afford the 911, so you bought the Cayman. Let's have a look at the next one. Man, these guys have just set me up with these videos. Audi. Oh, what does an Audi say about you? An RS6. Now, it's a good car. I've driven it. You know what it says about you? You know when you're driving sometimes and you're like on an A road and you're doing a decent speed and some comes right up behind you with their lights on, really bright, and they're literally on your bumper. And you like move over because you're like, I can't be bothered to race this guy. It's always some fucker in an Audi. What is it? Audi drivers are always driving at 10 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour. They never drive at like a normal speed. They're either too slow or too fast. Don't know what it is about Audi drivers, but they can really piss me off. So yeah, if you bought an Audi, you're a hooligan that drives like a nutcase on public roads. And people always RS this, RS3, RS6. The only Audi I like is the RS6. I wouldn't touch any other Audi. Oh
This is the
no,
brand
they're giving me a BMW M car.
new BMW M2, and I want to show you one of my favourite things about it. But firstly, BMW do love a bit of a talking point around the design. The new style for the kidney.
BMW M cars. I have to say, before I insult all the BMW fanboys out there, I'm going to say something. A few years ago, BMW went like downhill. Now they really are climbing up that hill. Some of their new cars are actually really nice. They've really stepped up the game in terms of the interiors, the look, the drive. But I'm going to go back to like old M6s, M4s, M3s. I can't stand them. I can't stand BMW M cars. You know, like some 2014 E whatever, 92 or, oh my God. What it says about you is basically you just sold your soul to BMW. All you eat, breathe is BMW. You want to M everything. And also you get those people that buy like 330 diesels and then they stick an M badge on it. Why would they do that? Why do they go, why BMW people always sticking badges on cars that aren't what they are? Why? And then they just drive like hooligans. I mean, people say they drive great. The M6 was a terrible car. The M3 was okay. I mean, this is an M2. Actually, out of all the M cars, the M2 is probably the best one. So, but I have to say, the new BMWs actually look really cool. And they've really stepped up their interior game. So,
which is found in the M3
yeah,
and the M4, but in this case, now with 460 horsepower, which all goes to the rear wheels. Around the back,
I don't mind the M2, okay? Out of all the M cars, I don't mind the M2. The M5 I can't stand. Don't show me an M5. The M2 actually don't look too bad, and they've really, really stepped up there. I mean, I have to say, in a way, they're kind of overtaken Mercedes a bit, which is a big statement, because I really like Mercs, but BMW have really stepped up the game recently, so...
And a third pedal, a clutch down there.
It's like Audi drivers and BMW drivers, they're always up your arse when you're driving. Oh no, M4, why they look? Bloody bastards have set me up again. Yeah, I mean, would I? No. I don't know what to say, no. Yeah, it sounds great. It's got a great exhaust. No. Please, no! No! That's all I'm going to say. I'm fed up with being set up and getting loads of hate from BMW fanboys. So, no. No. M4, yeah, competition. Why is everything competition as well? All right, they're giving me a Bugatti Veyron. Now, I'm not sure why they're giving me a 10-year-old car. Or even older than 10 years. But yeah, what does a Bugatti Veyron say about you? It says you've got a hell of a lot of money to be able to afford a Veyron. I mean, you've obviously got more than one car, because I've never met anybody that's only got a Veyron. I've driven a Bugatti. I've driven a Veyron. What an amazing car. They're actually easier to drive than most hypercars. And it says you really like your cars fast, because this thing is a weapon. I mean, I've been in a Veyron and I've put my foot down and my God, they're quick. But I mean, this is a Grand Sport Vitesse. This is a serious Veyron. I mean, this is like 1,500 horsepower or something ridiculous, or 1,300. I can't remember what it is on the... I know it's over the 1,000 because it's the Vitesse. But they're not noisy, funny enough, Veyrons. They don't make a huge noise. They're very easy to drive. They actually drive a bit like a Bentley. It's like a Bentley Continental that's really on steroids. But yeah, they're incredible. People that own them got good taste. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Ah, a Chiron. Now, this is more like it. Now, I haven't driven a Chiron yet because we haven't actually had one. But everything comes around eventually. Oh, it's my friend Matt Watson. Hello, Matt. How are you? I hope you're well. Hope you took my advice and don't go near that Rolls-Royce Ghost again from Brabus. Oh, still having nightmares about that Brabus Rolls-Royce.
I don't believe them. I don't at all. So I think it's only fair that I test it for myself. So I'm going to do that with my...
Again, with the Chiron, you got some serious money. You kind of, money doesn't matter, because anyone that can spend over 2.5 million plus on a car is some serious big hitters in the car world. So you've got a big car collection. You want something that's just insane, fast as you like, comfortable. That's one good thing with Bugattis, how comfortable they are. You know, they're not like other hypercars that are kind of tight, and they're very comfy. Oh, he's going to launch it. Go on, Matt. Give it the beans.
Off we go. Bit of tyre spin there. Bugatti, they're a right bunch of liars. Can't trust them at all. Look, it does 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds.
0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. I mean, that's ridiculous. I would buy one if I could afford one. I love a Chiron, and it means you got serious money and you really want to spend it on some of the best production cars out there. Well, there you go. That was the video. I hope you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Instagram and our TikTok and all the bits that are going to be on the screen somewhere. So, yeah, please share the video as well. And if you want me to react to any videos, please send me an email with a link to a video. We'll stick it on. I'll do some reaction. I'll get my guys to film it. I'll sit at this crappy desk they gave me again. And we'll see you again.